so many of our elected leaders who are joining us this morning in solidarity. We have State Rep Meredith Lawson-Rowe, who is here. We have State Rep Mark Segrist, State Rep Christine Coakley, State Rep Beryl Brown-Pickle-Antonio, State Rep Anita Samani, State Rep Latina Humphrey, State Rep Allison Russo, and our Senator Herschel Craig. Would you please help me represent or celebrate our elected leaders? I have the honor of standing here representing my colleagues, and I'd ask them to stand as I call their name. Councilmember Chris Weish, Councilmember Nancy Day Alkire, and Councilmember Emmanuel Remy. And Councilmember Lourdes Barosa de Padilla, who is already standing. Thank you for this, Councilmember. We have obviously our Mayor Andrew Ginther, who you hear from next. Also our state representatives, Ismail Muhammad and Representative Munira Abdulhali. We are gathered here this morning in City Council and Chambers because this is a place where everyone is welcome. Columbus is home to the second largest Somali population in the United States, and we're proud of that. Somali Americans are business owners, they're teachers, they're nurses, they're artists, they're police officers, they're our elected leaders. They are co-workers, they are classmates, they're neighbors. They are woven into the fabric of what makes Columbus who we are, a strong, resilient, and vibrant community. Columbus is a safe and welcoming city, and no one should live in fear because of where they were born. No one should live in fear because of what language they speak. No one should live in fear because of the color of their skin or how we pray. And for those of us who come from a faith tradition, this is a moment that calls us to pause and to reflect. The book of Hebrews tells us, do not neglect to show hospitality to the immigrant, for by doing so, some have entertained angels without knowing it. That verse isn't simply about being polite. It's about recognizing our strength, our connection to one another, that we're all wrapped up in this thing together. It reminds us to recognize the image of God, the dignity and the worth in every single person, especially those who have been treated as outsiders. Here in Columbus, we live that out. We don't just tolerate our neighbors, we welcome them. We stand with them, we protect them. Because hospitality isn't weakness, it's our strength. It is courage, it is who we are. So when hateful words are spoken from positions of power, we answer with community. When fear rises, we answer with solidarity. When others try to divide us, we choose unity. We choose to be a city that comes together. And we will continue to show our Somali American neighbors, not just with our words, but with our actions, that we all belong here, that we matter, and that we will not allow anyone to tear our neighbors down. I want to encourage everyone to reach out to your neighbors, to support our Somali businesses, because we are all in this together. Because welcoming our neighbor isn't good policy, it's our moral responsibility. It is our faith in action, and it is, without question, what makes our city so great. Would you please help me welcome our Mayor of the City of Columbus, Andrew Ginther.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you, council members, for hosting us here this morning, and thank you, Representative Muhammad, for your call and outreach earlier in the week, and all the incredible, I almost feel like somewhat of a family reunion in here. I've seen so many folks here from the legislature, from some of our suburban communities. It really speaks to the power of Central Ohio and why Columbus is such a special place. And our Somali neighbors have a large part in that community. Columbus is proud to be one of the most welcoming and diverse cities in the United States. Our diversity is a core strength that drives our culture, our economy, and our future. Our city is home to one of the largest and most vibrant Somali communities in the nation, with more than 60,000 residents of Somali descent and nearly 500 Somali-owned businesses contributing every day to Columbus's growth and success. The Somali community is not just a part of Columbus, they are essential to who we are and who we're becoming. An international city on the rise, where the best and the brightest from around Central Ohio, the state, the nation, and the world come. Because this is a safe and welcoming community. Whether you were born here or arrived yesterday, you belong. You're seen. You matter. You're valued. We are stronger and safer because of our diversity. And today, we recommit to our neighbors. Many Somali Americans are critical to our economic success. They have helped to build us into who we are, an economic powerhouse that's on the rise. Our goal is to continue to protect our neighbors and to continue to lift up our diversity as our strength. Your leadership, entrepreneurship, and civic engagement strengthen the very fabric of our city. We value and appreciate you, your hard work, and your deep commitment to building a better future for your families and for our city. And we're lucky, we're blessed that each and every one of you here today have chosen to call Columbus home. Years ago, I issued an executive order making clear that City of Columbus resources will not be used to support deportation efforts unless there's evidence of a crime having been committed. None of us want criminals in our neighborhoods, regardless of where folks are from. But the City of Columbus will not use our resources to do the federal government's job for them. This means that we will not investigate Columbus residents solely based on their immigration status. And we will not use city resources to apprehend anyone living in our city solely based on immigration status. We work every day with county, state, federal authorities to get criminals out of our neighborhoods. We will not use the Columbus Division of Police and the hundreds of millions of dollars that the City of Columbus taxpayers put into police to do the federal government's job for them. We will, however, offer the city services to all Columbus residents, regardless of where you were born. That means that everyone should continue to feel safe calling Columbus police when help is needed. We have the lowest levels of homicides and violent crime in our city since George W. Bush was president. And it's because the police and the community are working closer together than ever before. Some of our great officers are here today, and we are proud of the work they're doing with diverse communities throughout our city. Our city will not be a vehicle for discrimination or fear. Let me be clear. Hatred, xenophobia, bigotry have no place in Columbus. Not in our government, not in our government, not in our neighborhoods, and not in our public discourse. Our message to our Somali neighbors is very simple. You are valued. You belong. Our commitment is unwavering. We stand with you and we support you today and every day. Columbus's past, present, and future is built on strength, diversity, safety, inclusion, being a safe and welcoming community for all. We will not blink. We will not budge. We will cling to those values and fight for the future of every neighbor. It's now my honor to introduce and welcome Representative Ismail Mohammed.
Good morning. Thank you very much, Mayor Ginther. Thank you, Council President Shannon, Hardin. Thanks to all the council members that are here. I also want to give a special shout out to my State House colleagues, starting with former leader Allison Russo and all of our other elected officials that are here, community leaders, nonprofits. It's been a tough couple of days, but I have never been more proud to call Columbus home. As the mayor was indicating, 2 days ago, I started reaching out to our elected officials, Mayor Ginther, Shannon Harding, and all the others, and the response has been absolutely amazing. Not only just offering support, responding, putting out a statement, making sure that our communities are aware that this is a welcoming city. And I'm sorry, my voice is a little bit out on me today, but it's been hard because my office has been receiving calls and emails, constituents, college students, high school kids who are asking, why is the leader of the free world calling me garbage? And it's hard to respond to that often. But we've seen that movie before. We've seen division before, and the response has been, again, absolutely amazing because this is a welcoming city, and we've seen the contributions of Somali Americans, not only in Ohio and Columbus, but also in Minnesota, Seattle, San Diego, and other cities across this great country. And we understand and we recognize their contributions. So again, I think just to reflect one last thing, last year I've had a chance to travel to New York City with 15 other elected officials that are all new Americans. And we had a chance to go to the Statue of Liberty. We had a chance to go to Ellis Island, and we kind of got a full history of immigration in this country. And we understand that America was never kind to new immigrants, but with time, families understood that we have a common American family. They understood it. They understood that diversity is our strength, not a weakness. And the response, again, has been absolutely amazing. So thank you to all of our elected officials, organizations, nonprofits that have been responding. I've seen young volunteers that were delivering groceries to families that were worried about actually, coming out. Other families have reached out to me worried that should I carry a passport with me at all times? So you can imagine kind of the level, how low we've stooped down, but we're going to respond to this. We're going to make sure that we will elevate the discussion beyond this. And we understand that not only the Somali American community, but tomorrow it'll be the Mexican community. We've seen that movie before. So let's please rise to the occasion, understand that there's a lot more that unites us than divides us. So again, thank you. The Somali community will never forget what happened here in Columbus, Ohio. Thank you. And now, it is truly an honor to introduce my sister, an amazing state representative. Please put your hands together for Representative Munir Abdullahi.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Truly, thank you all for being here today. I did not expect this room to be this packed. It's honestly so heartwarming. I gotta take a moment to, now that I'm up here, I have to take a moment to really just take it all in. And thank you. There's another elected official that came here today as well. I think we missed Sarah Ingalls from our Columbus City School Board. Thank you for being here. And thanks for your leadership. And to all of our community leaders and volunteers who made this possible today. We are here today, unfortunately, to address the shameful words of our president. Words have power. Many of us have probably experienced that, especially when they come from the most powerful man in this country. All the while, his people, our people, are struggling with basic needs. And instead of owning up to these failures, our president chooses to scapegoat our community and other communities. While people struggle to pay for medication, for food, to keep a roof over their heads, they use this divisive rhetoric to distract from those failures, from the work that he's supposed to be doing, taking care of our people, taking care of all Americans. And it reminds us that again and again, racism has always been used as a tool for distraction. So we stand here today to remind our community, the Somali American community, the immigrant community of Columbus, Ohio, that we belong, that you belong, that the vile words of a vile man do not shake us. Our resilience is deeper. Our resilience is deeper than anything he could ever comprehend. And many of our families came from horrible conditions, from war, We're not scared of the words of Donald Trump. But words, again, have power, and our children are listening. And to those children, I want to say, you matter. You are not garbage. The only garbage are humans who call other humans garbage. Again, many of our families came here searching for a better life, and that is exactly what we will build. We will continue to build a better community, a better life with our neighbors, our families, our friends, our community. And we'll continue showing up, just like you showed up for us today. We continue showing up for each other. And so to all of our neighbors, I say thank you. To all of our friends here, thank you for showing up, for speaking up, and standing in solidarity. Because everyone deserves a chance to live in this beautiful city of ours. Not only live, but thrive. A city that is made beautiful by the diversity and hard work of all those who call it home. So let us continue to protect that home and make sure that it is welcoming for all. And make sure that everyone knows their rights. Please brush up on your rights. And know that the resources are available to you, and that we are resources available to you, all the elected officials in this room who have shown that they care and they are a resource to you. And continue to look out for one another, for your neighbors, and do not allow hateful, divisive rhetoric to tear us apart. Again, there's more that brings us together than there is that brings us apart. And it is an agenda of powerful people avoiding responsibility. Thank you again, and again, thank you to all the organizers who did this and continue to lead with courage and compassion, and our elected officials as well. And again, continue to keep looking out for one another and fight against this divisive rhetoric before it tears our communities apart. Thank you so much. And I would like to bring up Khalid, the Executive Director of CAIR-Ohio.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for Mayor Ginther and for President Shannon. Where is he? There he is. The mayor has left, I guess. Thank you for hosting us in the People's House, and thank you for all the activists and for the representatives and for everyone who came together. For the faith leaders, the civic leaders, and the ordinary citizens who came from all walks of life to express their love and solidarity to our siblings in the Somali American community. We stand here as civic leaders and civil rights leaders, as elected officials and the electorate. We stand as a community united against divisive zero-sum politics. We stand in solidarity of hate speech. The president did not mince garbage when he vomited on the American people his hateful rhetoric. And we should not mince words when we stand against that kind of discourse and against that kind of politics that seeks to divide us. It seems every time the president's numbers slip and go down, his voice rises against immigrants, people of color, brown communities, and we should stand firmly against that kind of politics every day. It seems his only way of dealing with his outrageousness is by becoming even more outrageous, hoping that we will forget the outrageous thing that he said yesterday by saying something more outrageous today. And I believe he wants us to start chasing our tail, chasing after his outrageousness. But we have got to be standing firm against all of his outrageous remarks and hateful speech, no matter who it is directed against. And we do that by coming together, and this is what we are doing here. And frankly, I'm pleasantly surprised. I did not expect to have that many people on a Saturday morning, such a cold day, to come out in that kind, in that show of love and solidarity with our siblings in the Somali American community and the immigrant community at large. But to take this to the next level, we are calling for some action. Next Saturday, December 13th, is going to be a day of action to show love and solidarity to not only our Somali American community, but also to the rest of the immigrant community. You know, some of us were not lucky enough to land on Ellis Island. I landed in JFK 40 years ago. But that is all right. I'm just as much of an immigrant, and I did hold a green card, just like the president's mother did. I don't have blue eyes, my mother did, but that doesn't matter. It shouldn't. It seems he thinks the only good immigrant to America is an immigrant who looks like him. And I think that will make America look ugly if we do that. Our standing in solidarity with the Somali American community, with the immigrant community, with people of faith who are coming together, I think is the strongest statement that we can do to respond to this kind of rhetoric. December 13th is going to be a day of action, and we're calling for June to be Somali American Heritage Month, where we celebrate this great community of ours that is here in Columbus and Minnesota, all over the United States, contributing in every possible way. You know, they talk about, well, our community is the lawyers and the doctors and the business owners. Well, you know what? And we have some Uber drivers and construction workers, and they are all right. We don't have to be all lawyers and doctors and entrepreneurs for us to have value in this country, because you know what? Everyone contributes in their own way to building America, and we look forward to coming together, whether it is next Saturday, a day of action, or it is making June as Somali Heritage Month. We look forward to working with everybody on this, and thank you very much. Thank you for Columbus. Thank you for the people, for the elected officials, for the city council, and we look forward to working with everyone to make this city the hospitable city that it is. I mean, we are the 14th largest city in America, and that is for a reason, because of this mosaic that makes this city so great. Thank you very much. And I'll introduce the next speaker, one of our community leaders, Kawthar Musa.
Good morning. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you for all of you for coming today. Thank you, our Mayor Ginther. Thank you, our Council President Shannon Hardin. Thank you for answering our call. Thank you, all of you, for coming this morning. Your support shows a lot. It's more than showing up. I have received multiple calls, not only from the Somali community, but also the elected officials. I was saddened. I was like, Columbus is bigger than us, and we are so happy to be here. Just to make a little bit of introduction of who I am, my name is Kawthar Musa. I'm a Somali American community leader, and I'm also a healthcare provider. The recent remarks from the administration were very hurtful to our Somali community. Every community deserves respect, and we want to be seen with dignity. When Minnesota was attacked, the entire diaspora community was attacked. I have received many calls from the community members. People are scared. What many people in our Columbus may not know is that our Somali community in Columbus and Minneapolis are very close and connected. Families travel back and forth continuously, and many of us has families live in Minnesota. Both cities are like suburban areas for Somali community. When something affects one community, it affects all of us. Our community hardworking community. We are business owners, healthcare workers, teachers, students, and parents. We help the city of Columbus to grow, and also we help the United States to grow. We brought what we have built so far, and we have more to come yet. During this time, I want everyone to feel safe and supported. Please stay connected and look out for one another. Thank you to our mayor again, our council president Shannon, Hardin, and our elected officials, CAIR-Ohio, our community leaders. Your support means so much to us. Thank you. And I want to introduce one last person. Engineer Muhammad Ali, he's a community leader. He is one of the people behind this great event. We have been on the phone last night at 3 a.m. and he has been doing a great job. Thank you, Fathi, also. She's one of our volunteers that has been putting together all of this resource. Thank you, all of you. We are all in one. We are not two. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Muhammad Ali. I stand here proud to speak for the Somali American community. I want to start by sharing a personal story. I am an American. I came to this country as a teenager. I went to school here. 20 years later, my first job was actually a security guard. 20 years later, I stand in front of you as an engineer. Yes. And I own my own engineering firm. And that's the story of every immigrant. Thank you. Within the Somali American community and all other immigrant communities, we have great leaders, we have elected officials, we have engineers, we have doctors that save life, we have nurses, we have educators within our city here in Columbus, Ohio. And we are business owners, we are voters. Let me repeat, we are voters. We hear what our elected officials say. The labeling of a community, a whole community, and calling them garbage is unacceptable, it's unethical, and it's not something that we would take it lightly. We have to respond it, and we have to condemn his action. I remember, words are not just words when it's coming from the highest office of the nation. Words have consequences. Words, can fuel hate, can create division, and it impacts people, real life people. The other day, when the president echoed those nasty words, within our schools, the Somali American students have been attacked, have been bullied, have been called the same exact names that was used by the president. So that shows you the magnitude the words can have and the influence that it can enable others just to use it because the president accepted it and he normalized it. And that's not normal. We should condemn it. I want to remind us about the history. We are all familiar with Martin Naomi. He said, they came for the communist. I didn't speak up because I was not a communist. They came for the socialist. I did not speak up because I was not a socialist. They came for the Jewish people. I didn't speak up because I was not a Jew. But unfortunately, they came for me and there was no one left to speak for me. This president have targeted so many different immigrant communities, Muslims. He called the Haitian community cat eaters and dog eaters. I'm not a Haitian, but we all stood up for Haitians. He called our brothers and sisters from Mexico drug dealers. We stood up with them, even though we're not Mexicans. Today, he's attacking the Somali American community. I am proud to be a Somali American. I am unapologetic to be a Somali American. I am proud American. So when my team and I put together this effort, I was not worried about the turnout from our community. I knew I could count on our neighbors. And this shows unity, and this is the true reflection of community. Thank you all.
What more fitting words to end this community gathering. This is much more than a press conference. This is who Columbus is when we come together. So thank you all for being here. Here we also have representatives from our Immigrant Refugee Affairs Committee. If you are here and you represent an elected member of that committee, would you please stand up? Commission members, would you help me recognize them as well? We have to gird ourselves. We're 2 years into this thing, or 1 year into this thing. It seems like many years into this thing. We have to grow this muscle. Muhammad, what you said about coming after each community is so true. We have to grow this muscle of standing in solidarity with one another. We have to do it, as the CAIR director said, without mincing words. Without mincing words, we have to match it. And that's what today is. Thank you so much. We will do one-on-one interviews with anybody who is here. Is that right, Jose? But thank you again for being here, and we will join you in that call to action next week. Thank you.